Hi everyone. Let us start with real numbers, exercise 2.3 and question number 2 today. Find any two irrational numbers between these two. So you have to find irrational number. Before going to this question, let us see what is an irrational number. Irrational numbers are nothing but your decimals. You know very well what is a rational number that terminates or they repeat. So that opposite is our irrational number. It should satisfy both this condition. It should not terminate also and it should not repeat. What is that terminating or not repeating? See, it should go on. A rational number also goes on. But there is one more condition. They should not repeat. Okay. It means if you see a number 23, 23 should come. If it comes, it should not keep on coming. At the end, it should be like this. Some numbers which is repeating, or not two numbers, 3, 4, 5, 6, any period, but it should not repeat. That is one step. And other thing is like it should not terminate also. So that is another example you could see here. That will be 2 is equal to root 2 is equal to 1.414. This is also not terminating, and root 3 also you can take, that is equal to 1.732. So this also goes on, it is not terminating and that is not recurring also. So if it satisfies these two conditions, then it is called a irrational number. So let us start writing our irrational numbers. In the question they have asked you to write irrational numbers, not to figure out whether it is an irrational number or not. Just for recap, I have given you that explanation. So let us start with our first question. Be clear with the first question. It is like a bit trickier here. So let me copy the first question for you, and you can easily compare it and write it. So if you could see, the first question is this. I have copied the question for you here. So these numbers are like, let me move it a little closer here. So if you could see these numbers, you have to have a closer look because the number seems to be repeating, but it is not so. So let us try check this 3. So if you want to write the number between these two, you have to write the first number. What is 3? Then the next number is 0. Put that 0 also. If you could see the next number, it is 1 and 2. Since you want to write a number between these two, put the first number, which is from the first one, and then write whatever numbers you like to write, but make sure that it is not repeating. Okay, so this is your first number. And your question has asked one more number. What should we write? 3, 0. Please don't change this and don't change this also. After that, write a number different than the previous number. So make sure here also that it is not repeating. Okay, so these are the two rational numbers. Since we have got 2 here, it's better you stick to 0, 3, 1 here. Hope you understand this question. Let's move on to the next question. So the next question is 6 by 7 and 12 by 13. So 6 by 7 and 12 by 1 minute. So here let us start our solution. 6 by, second question is 6 by 7 and you have got a 12 by 13 also. So if you could see, first we have to write it in terms of decimal forms to expand it, and then you can write your other two numbers. So let me start writing this in decimal form. In order to write in decimal form, what we should do? We have to divide it, no other goes. So there is no 7s and 6, so I am putting a 0. Then if I put another 0 here, we'll get 7, 8, right? 7 8s are 56. Please do it carefully and slowly. It might look easier, but sometimes it might go wrong. So then you get a 4 here, 7, 7s are 49, no, 7, 5s are 35. So we'll put a 5 here, it is 35, and then 5. Then this will be your 7 7s are 49. Then you will get a 1 here. This is enough. Let's stop here. You will get 1 here. So this is 8571. Let's write it here. 80.8571. Now we have to check what is 12 divided by 13. So let us divide our 12 by 13. So if you could see here, this will be, as I told you, please be thorough with your 12th to 13th table so we can do things faster, else it might take a little time. So that will be 9 times 13 is equal to 117. And if you could see, you will get a 3 here. And then I'll put a 0 and add your zeros here. And then that will be equal to 2 times is enough, right? Yeah, 39. You can't put that, so put 26. And then this will be a 4. Now we have to go for 3 times. 3 times is equal to 39. And then you can put 1 here. So this is enough. 0 times. So we'll stop here. So this will be equal to 09323. 0. So now if you could see, let me rewrite those numbers here for easier comparison purposes. So our 6 by 7 and our 12 by 13. We have to write two irrational numbers between these two. This is our question. So let me write the decimal forms. 0.8571 and then let me zoom it up, 9230. So you can write here 0.9230. So we have to write decimal. This goes on and this also goes on. We have to write a decimals between these two. So this is starting with 8 and this is starting with 9. So you can directly write as 0.8 and then see here you have got 5. So write a little bigger number. Don't go for 4. Okay. So that will be a 6. And if you write 5, then check the next number and write lesser than that. I have started here itself. So it is better you start the next number. And next will be, if you want, let me write 8, 5, and then since we have got 5 here, you should write numbers greater than this. So I'll write 8, 1, 6, 2, and 4. So this is here two irrational numbers between these two numbers, and it is not getting repeated and it is not terminating. So we have satisfied the conditions of rationals. And now let us move on to our third question. What is our third question? Root 2 and root 3. It is a number which is between root 2 and root 3. So we have got place here. Let me write here. So that is like third question. Okay. Third question. Root 2 and root 3. So since we are in 9th standard, it's better if you know the values for these two as a memory. So we can say sometime. So root 2 is equal to 1.414. If they ask explicitly, do the thing with, and you have to find the value of this using the method for finding the square root. But they didn't ask it explicitly. So you can put it directly these two numbers 1.414 and 1.732. It is not terminating, so just put these dots, recurring dots. Now we have to write two numbers between two irrational numbers between these two. Same way, this is very easy. 1.4, right? What can we write here? Either we can write 4 or we can write 5 also. Since we have got a 7 here, I am putting 5 here. So that will be 5, 6, 1, 1, 9, 2. That's it. You can write whatever you want. Please make sure that you are not recurring at the end. Okay. And one more also you have to write. You can write it as 1 point. If you write 5, then write a number greater than this. I mean, you can write any numbers which is less than this. Still, you can write a 5 also because you have to write a number between these two. So nowadays you write a 5, 1, 2, 7, and a 6. This also works. But if you want, you can write directly as 1.6 also to avoid any confusion. So this also works. So these are the three irrational numbers between these two. Hope you understood this question. So irrational, in the conclusion, we have to be very clear that irrational means it should not terminate or it should not repeat. Okay. So those are irrational numbers. Thank you.